Hey everyone, welcome in. I'm Captivate, and this past weekend in the online treasure cup, I ended up getting top 32, and then one of my teammates ended up getting top 8. So I had one of my friends and teammates interview him and then go over his deck profile. He was playing Bonney, so I'll go ahead and jump into that now. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you all enjoy the video. I'll catch you in the next one.
Yeah, so the Bonney list is pretty standard except for I want to say just the boss ratio and then one tech card technically in it. So to start off the deck, I have 4 of the Bonney Searchers. This is the best card on your first and even curve, just gives you something to play. Yeah. Always an extra life. One of my matches, I was able to get 2 on the board and they didn't hit me until turn 4. So I was at 5 life with 6 cards in hand. So pretty standard there. Next, I'll go over the 2Ks. I have the 1-drop Apus, 3 of them. This card, I think, single-handedly won me my Blackbeard matchup because I chose first, he went second, he played stage and played Luffy, thinking that it was safe. Yeah, on 3 Dawn, I played this, the rest of the Luffy swung into him, he had 4 cards in hand the rest of the game. Yeah, so this is really good utility, and it gives me something to swing at when I want to starve them, and I really have that problem, and I need things to swing at every turn, so when I see it, it's really good. Next, we have 3 of the 2-cost Apus. This is just a searchable 2K. I also kept it in there because of the off chance I play a Nami. So I just play for Nami, swing, they rest a Dawn. Pretty simple. Honestly, I probably could have played it against more purple decks for Giant, but I didn't think about it, and the 2K counter always comes up more. So yeah. So that's 6 2Ks. And then of course, 4 Tashigis. You just have to have it with removal decks. I'll be honest, I forfeited all my removal matchups. I didn't want to tech against them besides this. It's so good to shotgun on 3 if they can't get to that threshold or then check it. Do you have the removal or not? If this sticks, then all my other plays just explode more. And NGP is just a good 2K that you can just throw out. Yeah, so the deck only runs 10. It's a little lower than what I typically run, but in the testing 2 weeks ahead of time, I got really comfortable with 10. Next, I will have my blockers. I played 2 killers. Shout out to my Bonney testing partner, David. I was on Barto for a very long time, and he's been a huge killer advocate. I was on Barto, I didn't like it, and I remember he saying killer always gets in the draw, it's just better, just don't be afraid of Mulgun. So I tested it the week before. I was like, I'm actually getting a lot of draw off of this, it's a lot cheaper. So I was able to switch to them, and it did come up a lot. I think I drew 4 times throughout the tournament, and I played it 6 times. And then, of course, you have 4 Rosinante, the same thing as the Chigi. Just a good card. They rest it, you can still protect your kid. It's a card that they have to answer right away, and they don't. You usually just snowball and win the game. So yeah, 4 of him, must have. My ratio, I played 3 Arouge. This card is probably my favorite Dawn Restander because now you just can sit it there. As long as you don't play a Lucci, a Blackbeard, or a Shanks, you just sit it there. You don't swing it till you need to, and they can't interact with it. So now your Shanks on 9, your Zoro on 9, Kid on 8, everything just happens better with this card. The other 4-cost blocker I play, and the only special tech card I have is Pedro. I saw on Twitter a lot of Bonney players oh, Pedro's actually insane, give it a try. So I did. This card catches so many people off guard. Throughout the tournament, I think 3 people asked me, oh, what does Pedro do again? Even after I told them.
What is it, KO 6 cost?
Yeah, rest is 6 cost. Even after I told them, they'll swing into it. It's all right, cool, block, rest, KO. So this is crazy just to have on board. Against GP, if they have 2 Sanjis, they can only buff 1. So you just rest the other one, KO it. Do that probably against every GP I play against. Just in general. It's also insane that Bello, they want to keep that Ivankov standing. You rest the Ivankov, pop the Ivankov. Now they don't get the free play every turn. Yeah, so Pedro's insane. Probably my favorite card for the tournament. I'm very happy I included it. Next is 4 Cavendish, just standard. Just helps you get more Dawn advantage, more Dawns, more swings, more plays. And it always baits out any removal in the deck. So pretty standard there. Same thing with Carrot, just freeze everything. Usually Carrot is one of my best cards, but it really only came up in the Limb matchup that I had and the Blackbeard matchup that I had. Every other time, it was just a okay attacker. I didn't really have to control the board that much in a lot of my matchups. I think it's a Rager I played against. This card is insane, it's a Rager. EGGs just don't mean anything, because you don't want to give them the EGG back. This was the card that I cut for a while in this format, but I brought it back after I realized the pressure that it puts. I believe this, along with a Rouge and Cavendish, I have nine Dawn Standards. And then, like I said, this Banish just helps into just all that matchup. They have to respect the Banish. Against yellow, I want to shore up my yellow matchup every time. I don't want to lose because of a stupid trigger. So this always helps with that. You swing 9 with it, they give it up, Banish. Oh, you could play that trigger. It saves me all the time. And the
Are you serious right now, bro?
and when you put it sideways, they always want to swing into it. So that's just an easy defend. The last part I'll go over are my boss monsters. Cody, I only play 3. Everyone says play 4. I think this format is so aggro that playing 4 is a trap, and I really only need it as a finisher. I felt like when I played it at 4, every time I saw it, I wanted to play it more. But this came up every time I needed it. It closed out my game versus Lim. It closed out my game versus Blackbeard, and that's all I can really ask for.
The best green card right now.
Yeah, yeah. Next, I only play 2 Kid. The reason why I do that is just because it's searchable with Bonney, so it's like technically I have 6 copies of Kid. Not gonna lie, throughout my tournament run, I low-key did wish I ran 3, because my Reiju matchup got really sticky without it. My first Bello matchup got extremely sticky without it. But he does his part. I got a lot better just playing him on 8, not resting him, and then next turn being able to explode, like swing 9, play 2 bodies, and they can't deal with it. So really good. I might play it at 3, but in the upcoming format, I'm probably going to leave it at 2 with the other starter deck stuff. Next up is my flex boss. I play Zoro. Again, I don't like losing the yellow matchup, so Zoro just shores up that. It shores up Nami if I ever play Nami. And then if I'm ever healthy, I just play him immediately. And I force the issue, I get to go on an offensive, because if you don't kill me this turn, you have 3 16 swings coming at your right. Yeah, so exactly. And I will be honest though, the whole tournament, he was 0-cost fodder except for my last game. My last game, I was able to stay at healthy life, play him, and my opponent immediately respected it and went for a game, even though like it was like a stretch. And then last boss, probably the second best card after Pedro is Shanks. It just answers so many cards in the meta, and just the fear of, oh, I played a boss monster and I missequenced my swing, now the Shanks takes care of it. Or against GP, they boost up their Sanji pudding thinking that, oh, Carrot can't freeze it, I get that swing, oh well, pop. Yep, I get the delete button, and then next turn I get 11k swing at whatever. The Mana Giant off of 7k, like this card's insane. And of course I play 3 0-cost. Counter ratio in this deck is pretty high, especially since I only run 13 bricks, but with my luck, I'd rather have the counter than not. So that's why I do that.
That's very interesting that you're running 4 of Shanks. I know a lot of people run maybe 3 or 2. I see more ratios on Eustace, or some people run 4 Eustace Kid. But
yeah, Kid, I feel like Kid is a good card if you're able to just prolong the game, but you have to play very proactive. I feel like if you play more Kid, you try to get into a draw state, and against my worst matchups, which is Shanks or Lucci or Blackbeard, I'd never want to do that. Yeah.
Do you think you dodged a lot of the hard matchups throughout the tournament?
Definitely. So the reason why I picked Bonney was this is my last big event for like 2 months. So I was like, I'm gonna go out with my favorite leader. But it was a lot of cope as well, because the week before, I think someone showed a statistic, there was only 1 Shanks that converted out of like 100. So I was like, a lot of people are going to drop Shanks for that very reason. I think this is the time to swoop in, and I think that was a good meta call, because I know not only me, but a lot of Bonnies throughout just tournaments this week did really well. Yeah.
You stuck to your guns and it played out.
Yeah.
It's awesome.